Hail everyone, it's me, Buyer's Regret, and today we are taking a look at this. Super Mario 3D All-Stars games are emulated. Well, I was expecting this. Nintendo has been really lazy. Here's my Wii U gamepad. Over there's my bookshelf with the white one. I don't get it in camera, but there's my Wii U collection. I have almost all the games worth having on the Wii U, with the exception of 3 games that I'm correcting soon enough. But, well, on the Wii U, they were lazy. They were at the end releasing titles like Mario Tennis. That was crap. They released Amiibo Festival. They released Mario Party 10. Recently, they have been porting all the games, and you may say that this monstrosity is because time constraints and the current situation. But the fact is that no, it has almost nothing to do with it. What it has to do with is laziness. Let me explain. Well, here we had one of the multiple sources that are confirming this rumor. The game has been sold in several stores around the world early. That means that the game has already been mined. You know what I mean. It has been fully explorated. Well, seems like they are replacing code on memory with new versions with a lot more textures and such, but the game is still be emulated. How this works? I'm here in my whiteboard and let me show you. You have your RAM stick, your hard drive, your main processing unit, and your GPU. This is common from N64 on almost everything that you can purchase that can develop any kind of 3D graphics. There has been some integration inside of the main processing unit, but this is the main structure. In Nintendo Switch, in the PS4, in the Xbox One, in the Xbox One X, in the PS5, in the PS3, so on and so forth. Well, here we're going to have our memory stick that has different slots for data. Okay, so when you run something on the OS, normally it gets into drop it. Oh, God damn it. Gets into an allocation, and well, it comes from the hard drive, obviously, to an allocation. Then it's sent to the main processing unit, which decides what kind of operation it is, what kind of instruction it is, and if it must be processed but back again on the GPU. What it will do, store it again, send it to the GPU. If the GPU have any kind of memory it will be stored there. It will be operated as vector locations or anything alike, will be sent back. It will be sent back to the main processing unit, which will decide what to do next. That's how the flow of instructions work in most consoles. But since this is fully virtualized on a emulation platform, it could be a full emulation, a hard emulation. You are trying to duplicate the hardware on code. You can do a virtual machine, you can do whatever you want, but holy moly. But this is exactly that. Okay? Since you are in a virtual setup, you have another setup that is the real one with its own processing unit that is actually running the code that is working here in here and is stored in the real memory unit. What you are doing here? Well, simple. You have these instructions that are contained here. So you have a sub process that will read these instructions, will say, I don't like this one. I will, let's say, is OX1. Let me just move this a little bit. Come on, cooperate. Be nice. I love you. No, I don't. Fuck you. X1 O1 2 1 3 4. I'm not doing this fully rational, so if you try to apply this, you'll get a bad integer. But anyway, screw technical. You read this and you say, you know what? I don't like that. I want to send instead OX 012144. Okay, so now you will take this, replace this, and it will go as that to the CPU, to the virtualized CPU, to be finally displayed. What does all that mean? This is the technical way to say they are lazy. They are running the game, the N64 original ROM, as you will get to emulate in your Retro P or in the Wii U or anywhere else. They are running the game in an emulation software. This time, is Kanoa? No. Okay, Shindo. So this is proprietary of of Nintendo. So most likely they are not using recycled code, but a bit. They might be. Look, on the Wii U, if you take a look at the emulation is actually made from parts of other software made by fans, made by the community. So in this instance, I don't know if that's the same. I need to take a look at the code to really know what the dependencies, what the libraries are, what kind of instruction is performing, what base, what level of memory integration it's doing. You have a lot to research on this topic, but they're just using an emulator, replacing the bits that are worth replacing to have a nicer texture, and that's all. We have been doing that on PC since 95. I'm not joking. We have been doing this on PC since 95. The instructions to fully replace all Super Mario 64 with HD textures can be set into an emulator right now. So if you are doing this and you are not going all the way, you're being lazy. And you are being lazy also because there's a full source code retro compiled by your fan community that has been ported to work on the Wii U using the full capabilities of the console, using widescreen resolution, using a lot of fixes for bugs you could have fixed on the original release. You are just lazy. Then, Super Mario Sunshine. Well, it's been emulated as well, but this has a little bit of integration. It will read the, let's say, the graphic engine. Yeah. It will renderize a new version, but the set of instruction for movement, artificial intelligence, the amount of bandwidth for all operations, all that is being held back because it is being emulated on a Dolphin-like emulator. Again, this is laziness. They have the source code. There's a lot to patch to go to the new kind of processing units. Yes, I know, but most of that is already fixed by your community. And I said before, they have already used community software for releasing games on different hardware. So, and then Mario Galaxy. Well, Mario Galaxy is Mario Galaxy. It's not so different. Holy! It's not so different. It's just a bit more integration, but it's still a low level emulation. The code is not in the Mario 64, at least, is not going completely new. It's just replacing whatever they need and trying to get some fixes. I guess they have a full-on library of hexadecimal values to be replaced in RAM, and they just filter with a quick scan, replace, send back to renderization, and that's all. It's lazy. It's lazy. Nintendo, あなたたちは日本の魂かも見てが今は日本人のまま先生見てない。Nintendo, You are supposed to be a Japanese company that values Japanese morals, Japanese values. And I'm disappointed because you are not even trying. You are not even giving an effort in this. This is a cash grab, and not the fun kind like Cecil's cash grab. This this is only a cash grab for no reason. You are not doing anything new. You are not bringing anything new to the table. We as a community, as fans, have been doing this for the last 25 years. You are not only late to the party, you are bringing cheap cardboard wine or box wine and that $1 vodka that can get you poisoned. And you are asking us to pay for the whole party. I'm just disappointed. I have been saying this for the past 10 years, even though my Wii U is my favorite console. Sorry, Nintendo. You are not a great company. You are not even a good company. You are a mediocre company at the best. You are a shame to Japan. You are a shame to video game companies and video game players as a whole. You are not worth any money because you are not giving anything that we cannot get for free. Why people stopped the whole emulation as a way of life thing? Because we had access to newer games and newer hardware that gave us the capabilities to experience the real deal, to go online and get the game and be playing in whatever it takes to download it, be playing it online without any sense of fear. And to be honest, having those beautiful boxes around just to show. And it's not worth it anymore, or not worth it to give you money for the newer stuff, because the older stuff that you are actually trying to sell, we can do it better for free in a Raspberry Pi. So stop joking around, stop being lazy. Be a damn Japanese strong company that values work and ethics over anything else. But maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I'm asking to a company that's willing to sell their souls that easily. You're not even trying. So I won't even try. You want my money? You want your customers' money? You want your fans' money? Do something right. Until then, sorry to say, but it's a pirate's life for me. Yo ho, yo ho.